Hey guys, this is Eldestsaint from Hog Creek, here to give you my Frognarch checklist post September 1st ban list. I was actually running macro monarchs before the ban list hit, and it's limited both my D-Fisher and my macro, so I've been having to test this thing out. I've only been working on it for about 3 days, so it is not complete in any way, and I'm just currently working on testing. So, well, I guess we'll start off with the frog engine. I'm running 3 Treeborn Frog, who is obviously the main support of this entire deck. Once he's pitched to the graveyard, as long as I have no back row set, I can just bust this guy out, no problems. Next is Swap Frog, who works incredibly well. You play a Swap Frog and you can either toss a Ronin, a Treeborn, or another swap in order to try to get your setups done. Like I said, I've only been testing this thing for about a day, and I'm decently happy with the results. I'm still looking for some fixes. And finally, I don't have the cards currently, but I've got them ordered. These will be replaced with Ronin Totems. Apparently everybody in my local area has sold their Ronin Totems off, and I'm not able to get them at the moment, but end up working a whole lot better once I get those guys in. You have a Ronin in the graveyard and another frog, you just remove it from play and bust him out. He's easy to get some gotchis on the field or some extra tribute fodder in case you need it. And with some of the other cards I run in this deck, it's always nice to have 2. Speaking of that, I'm running a 2 Lad. Light and Darkness Dragon was a card I was never really fond of up until here recently. I started testing him out, and he's pretty good for a lockdown play once I get a decent amount of attack power out on the field, and he's been testing really well. And another one that I'm running that it seems like I've not seen anyone using it is Vanity Ruler. I've seen a lot of people using Vanity Theme, but as far as this card goes, I can bust him out and my opponent's special summon is completely locked down. Considering my local meta consists of Crystal Beast, a Zombie Mule, and a few other decks that are completely revolved around special summonings. He locks down pretty much everyone, and he allows me to continue to use my Treeborns and Ronins in order to gain some more fodder. On to the 1 tributes. I'm running 3 Kais. That's standard. I don't think I need to explain that. I'm only running 2 Ryza. 3 would be nice, but I've yet to really try that one out, and I think I will be here in the next few days. I'm running a Feng Hong, who honestly, they ditched Heavy Storm, and we have a whole lot of back row issues in the format which I in my area, so he's in there basically as a staple. I figured I could sub him out for Dark Dust Spirit or Jinzo out of the side deck if I needed it. And then I'm running 2 Cyber Dragon. The Cyber Dragons are really only injured until I decide whether or not to run Duke Frog or I can get my hand on some effect veilers. I just don't really have the 10 to drop on a single one right now. Now for my hand traps, I'm running 2 Trag. It is working really well. Honestly didn't see the worth of this card until actually starting to test this deck, and I've been thoroughly impressed with it. I ran the standard 3 Battle Fader for protection, and I just picked up 2 Max C's from my local card shop today, and it's been alright. This is the first time playing it, so I'm a little slow on catching up onto my spells and traps. I'm running your standard 3 Enemy Controller. Amazing card in this deck. Treeborn and Ronins give me a lot of fodder in order to use its effect to clear my opponent's field. I'm also running 3 Soul Exchanges. You can't really beat this if you've got a Vanity Ruler in your hand and only 1 monster on the field. It sets up a nice lockdown, helps you get some pests away. Follow through. I'm only running 2 MST. I am siding a 3rd. like I said, back row heavy for when I sub out things. So I'm following up with 2 duality. Duality, I've thought about running at 3, but its negation of the special summoning really just seems like it's just going to slow the deck down to me. Now for my ones, standard staple and dark hole. I'm running a singular lore. I'm honestly thinking of taking that out. I've not found anything really to replace it yet, and I'm dropping 1 foolish burial in order to get my preborn frogs into the grave quicker. As for my extra deck, I will be running 3 Gotchi Guntetsus and a Lazy Magician. However, I've yet to order them, so I will keep you guys updated on this deck and as it progresses and everything. So be expecting another video soon. That's Eldestsaint out.